What's cracking, peeps? It's the A-Train coming back at you with another episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. It's the beginning of the year, and you know what that means. Those W-2s are on the way, and I got some stuff for you. So to start it off by first gen, we got the split blade spinnerbait. So notice the two-tone finish on these blades. So now you got the maximum visibility flash as well as that thump. Also, what's unique about this is the skirt. 50 strands, hand-tied. That skirt's going nowhere. You're gonna get ultimate action out of this skirt, that pulsating, undulating motion. That's gonna get you a lot of fish. Also, they have the compact version of that same bait. So they got that little extra added lead to weigh this down, especially in those colder months, pressured fish. In that tournament competition where you just need to downsize that profile, this is definitely a way to fill your live well. So definitely come and get some of these. Next, by 6 Sense, this bait really needs no introduction, but this is a 6 Sense hangover. Ben Melan, he's been destroying them. You guys seen the videos. Check out the eyes on this bait. You get any type of follower following this thing, they're gonna be intimidated. They're just gonna rip this thing to pieces. It's actually very, very durable, real dense plastic, super flexible. You're gonna get optimum tail kick, which is just gonna call lunkers from out of their cover just to come and investigate. This is a line through swim bait, so that line's going right through the mouth, and it's actually coming on top. It comes equipped with a super sticky, thick treble, which you're just gonna put right behind that dorsal fin, and you are going to get bit. Comes in 3 rates of fall. There's a fast sink, a medium sink, and a very slow sink. So pick whichever part of the water column you want to fish and go get bit. Next, also by 6 Sense, we got the Clobber Minnow. So this little bad boy, it was designed actually for those crappie guys, but you guys with forward-facing sonar, put your favorite little crappie jig or small little ball jig head into this, and you're just gonna activate schools of those super pressurized fish, fish that have just been seeing every other bait. So when you need to downsize, that's definitely the bait you need to go to. Sometimes fish will go through those phases where they're eating that micro bait, little fry. So this definitely will match that hatch right here. So definitely the Clobber Minnow. Next, by Lucky Craft, we got the 0.3 deep diver. I know what you're thinking. Usually when I say deep diver, I'm talking 20 foot plus, but this little bad boy, paired up with your favorite spinning reel, super light line, I'm talking 2 4-pound test. You're probably gonna get anywhere from 3 to maybe 6 feet, depending on the diameter of your line. But as we were talking before, matching the hatch when they go on those micro baits or they're just feeding on fry, you definitely want to downsize your presentation. That's about as realistic as it gets for a hard bait right there. You come across pressured situations, following the barometric pressure, just going behind other anglers. You want to give them something different to look at? That's about the best you could get right there. So that's definitely going to draw those last minute hard to find bites right there by Lucky Craft. Also by Lucky Craft, we got the Sammy 108 prop. So anytime you want to really call these fish up, good topwater bait. Everybody loves topwater. What's cool about this bait is even when you're faced with windy conditions, when you got these 2 props on here, it's so such an intense bait, it just calls fish up. So don't let the wind or just chop on the surface discourage you from throwing this bait. It's definitely a bait, they get murdered. Even in slack conditions, early morning, this thing just gets annihilated. So it's definitely a good bait you want to be throwing during that topwater season. Also, they have the 108 Sammy. This is the walking bait right here. So 3 super sticky hooks right here. A lot of people like to change that back hook, put a feather hook on there, but you're definitely gonna get that side to side walk the dog. These baits are just an awesome bait to throw anytime they're schooling. Even in the middle of the day, you could call up some isolated fish on a sparse cover. So definitely something you definitely want to have in your topwater arsenal. Next, by Rod Glove, we got the Craft glove. So not only do you want to protect your investments like your rods, your tackle, also those grafts are definitely an investment worth protecting. This is 3 millimeters worth of neoprene, so it's going to protect against the weather, the elements, baits hitting your grafts, etc. Like I said, what people are spending on grafts nowadays, you don't just want to leave them out in the open. So when you're not using these, you can fold them up, put them in your glove box or whatnot, but definitely extra security for such a great investment. All those active imaging and just plotter grafts. Now you got something to cover these up. They come in 3 different sizes, so you could basically, anything from 12 inches and under, you got protection for your graph. Last but not least, by Bait Sanity and Leviathan, we got the tug rod. So this is made for that tug swim bait, but any of those swim baits in that 4-ounce range, surface yielding topwater swim baits, basically this is definitely the rod for you. Super stout, very light, so you're able to throw your baits all day long with very little fatigue. Very sensitive rod. You got that exposed blank right there, and you're just gonna be able to feel everything and have a lot of that backbone, a lot of that power for just ripping those fish away from docks and cover and everything. So definitely an awesome little swim bait rod. Thanks for tuning in, and for more information on the products seen here today, click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's episode, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Let the A-Train know which of these products you're most pumped about.